I think that it's very important, to have like a really good production design that really stands out.
We hired Grace Walker, our production designer, and he had done both Gothica and Ghost Ship for us, and he's wildly talented.
He's just a wonderful guy, great production designer, has a great sense of the look of these movies and really helps us get to where we need to be.
One of the most spectacular things that we did with this movie, because we'd built incredible sets before. We built a whole ship for Ghost Ship. We built the interior of the Institute in Gothica. But this one, we built a whole town.
As Joel said, if it's just going to be a normal-looking town, we could have done this on a back lot someplace. How many times do you build a town for a movie? Let's do something different. Let's do something unusual.
He wanted something a bit more unique, something that's, has a bit more style to it.
In a movie of this sort, you usually shoot them on a back lot of a studio, and those towns always look kind of the same, like Midwestern towns that have a main street that just feel like we've seen them before.
Yeah. Joel started referencing certain places and photos and things, which Grace then went and looked at and came back and said, how about this?
There was a city that I remember I'd seen pictures of called Asmara. It was an Italian city in Ethiopia that was built in the 30s.
It was built by the Italians part of World War II, and they were the colonists there and built this sort of modern rather than deco.
We kind of took elements of that to give the style kind of a sleepy, lost American town.
I thought it was a great idea, so I ran with it. Our key location is the service station, where a lot of the action takes place. We've got a church up the end. A lot happens in there. Of course, there's the House of Wax, which is up around the corner, and the Sinclair House.
There's so many lights in that town. It is a big job, and we spent a lot of time talking where every lamp in that town would go. There's also 4 kilometres of cable underground that went in before the town was constructed so that every lamp could be controlled by dimmers and all those things.
The town took us 10 weeks to build, which is fantastic. I don't have a favourite, but I think the church came up as better than what I expected. That was exciting to have stuff come to the fore that it's better than what you even think it might be.
It's funny because I am from Texas and I've seen little towns like the one where the House of Wax is.
And you go and you're like, this is a town. I mean, there's like streets and there's curbs and there's cracks in the curbs where little weeds are growing up. Like, I don't understand, but it's really cool.
Where this movie stands out is that working with the wax medium.
It is wax, like literally.
The next challenge was building the House of Wax, building an environment that was our standout piece. It's our big set piece of the movie, and it had to look cool. It had to look great. It had to be sensational. It couldn't be anything less.
We were asked to do like a whole house made out of wax.
It was huge. I pictured a house, like something house-size, and this is far more a blend between like a museum and a house, like a very stately house.
A lot of it's thin layers, and then there's a lot that's solid wax that we've moulded into objects. We've taken moulds off things like furniture and that, and poured in wax into the moulds, so they're solid wax.
I was very excited in working on this movie because I personally love wax and candles, and we really got to do a lot of great stuff with it.
It's so hard to get out of there. It's like 2 feet deep of sludge.
I don't think I've ever been stuck like that before in my life. I was trying, I was wiggling my foot like that was unlike anything I've ever done before in my entire life. It's the first scene of the day and I already feel like showering. All in a day's work.
In terms of a physical challenge for the movie, the whole wax of it all is something that was, very complicated. We weren't just building normal stuff, we were building things that were made of wax.
There was no other substance that could really replicate the wax other than wax.
And I decided the only way to do it was to just create a wax department. And their sole function was just to create these wax figures.
We had a big job. I mean, the movie is full of people.
They're all wax, everyone.
There's a movie theater, there's a church, there's stores, shopping. I mean, it's all over the movie. And sometimes they actually created, you know, three-dimensional wax figures. Sometimes they actually took people and kind of had wax masks made. I mean, it's really complicated.
We're taking life casts of different actors and extras that the directors approved, of bodies and heads, and then we turn their heads into silicone heads, airbrush them up to look real but slightly dead looking, and then the eyes go in and the teeth and all the hair punching and all the art finish that makes them look fantastic. And then clothes go on and they go into position.
The wax people, the craftsmen that worked on it, and they made the wax figures, and Grace building the sets and all of the little figures that they did in wax, and it was just amazing. It was fantastic.
The town is remarkable. I haven't seen anything like it.
I wonder how many teeth you have to win that one.
It just all worked. The way it was laid out, we were able to come up with a design where we were able to actually work very fast and efficient. You know, if we tried to do this in a real town, we couldn't have done it. Just controlling people and dealing with shop owners and loss of business and things like that. So by being in our own environment, all that was removed.
I mean, it was a field before we got there, which I think is incredible.
You've never seen anything like this before. Everybody had to kind of learn to live with the wax, to work with the wax. It was complex, but we were able to make it look what it had to look like.
And that's the challenge, and I think we've pulled it off, so that was great.
Unlike a lot of these films, one of the things that we set out to do was to try to make this real. Jama felt very strongly he wanted it to be natural. He didn't want anything artificial. And he had said right from the outset, he only wants to use visual effects in places that we can't do practically.
There is no book on how to do that. All of the people that did the special effects, you know, they worked their ass off, like experimenting with different types of wax to get the feeling, because I didn't want to go with the easy route, which just been like CG.
There's very little pure visual effects shots in this movie. Most of the visual effects are what we call enhancements, subtle little things that you would never think were a visual effect.
Jama really combined visual effects with practical effects. So the actors aren't just kind of acting to a green screen, they're actually seeing and doing things that, you know, they're really reacting to.
Jama wanted to keep things looking very real. As far as referencing the melting wax, the first to the original was actually real melting wax, I believe. I mean, they didn't have the visual effects that we have today.
Our version of House of Wax is very loosely inspired by the original. House of Wax is based on the old Vincent Price movie, but we are sort of reinventing it.
It is Kathy. It's Kathy's body under the wax. I knew it. I knew it all the time.
There's an element in the original where a bad guy encases people in wax.
That kernel of the concept we kept with us. The idea of this wax museum, and inside the museum are wax sculptures that really are kind of corpses that are covered in wax. So that's what we've kept.
So I think it's always looking at what we're about to do and saying, okay, how can we do this in a way that has never been done before? What is a new angle into it? So let's understand and recognize, okay, what's the cliche? okay, now how do we not do that and how do we do something completely different?
That's like a testament to like, you know, trying really hard, you know, like the effects people and the art department people and the visual effects then taking over, you know, to making it look even better.
For this material, he didn't feel, it shouldn't have been very controlled and super stylized and really slick looking. Instead, it needed to be raw and real and almost have, in certain spots, almost a documentary style to it. It's almost hard to explain because you have to see the raw material and then you have to see it put together. And what you realize is that what looks kind of very off the cuff is actually incredibly planned and very strategic and comes together really well.
There was a lot of collaboration. The special effects department was very instrumental in providing the on-set effects that we would have to then blend our effects into. He wanted a very dark, sort of ominous feel to the film. I think we achieved photorealistic effects. The wax figures that were created by the wax department, we had to help with those. They were very successful in melting the figures, but it just took a little bit too long. So we did some retiming of the melting sequences, but then we had to also keep the wax feeling like it was melting real time. There's a fine line between speeding something up and having it look like it's sped up. So we composited patches back over at real speed, so we kept certain areas that were actually at real speed while the overall effect was the face was melting as we wanted it to. The face, Vincent's face, as they were conjoined twins, separated by their father when they were children. One of the children got the full face, and the other one got sort of short-changed. As we see the reveal of Vincent's face, we realise that there's actually a large portion of his face that's missing. Oh shit! Joel wanted the face to be actually missing, to have space where the face should be, so that it couldn't be just a clever prosthetic, but it had to be something else.
The only way to do it was to do a full-on visual effect. So we actually had a full half of a green face for the actor. When the green face was put into the computer, we could actually sculpt what we had to sculpt on it, and it looks like something you've never really seen before.
It was textured and shaded and lit to match the scene, and then composited in and blended into the face. So as you see the reveal of Vincent's face, you see that there's a piece of his face missing, and it's shocking. Jama picks the finest details, and he knew what he wanted to a certain extent. So we're all sort of going through a learning process of how this is going to eventually look. But a melting house had to evolve as well. So we're all sort of going through a learning process.
We were asked to do like a whole house made out of wax. And if that wasn't enough, then we were asked to melt it.
Hey, where's that house of wax?
The visual effects in this picture deal predominantly with a melting house of wax, something where you dream about and then you say, make a house melt. With this vendor, Photon, they built us a beautiful scaled miniature.
So this is a 1/10 representation of the interior set. We use this to explain the detail of the surface finishing, the level of degradation, and then we'll move into 1/3 finished sections so that we can move towards the end result of the filming so that we've got it correct.
With visual effects these days, it's always a case of incorporating the physical and the CGI.
Generally speaking, we simulated the wax separated. We shot elements for it, and there was a lot of compositing of dripping elements of wax-like substances to create the feeling that the house was hot and really melting.
That's where the movie, I think, became really tough for everyone.
The effect of the melting house, I think, works very well. We shot miniatures with a lot of dripping action on them anyway. We composite a lot of drips just to bring it to life, you know, to really create exactly the sweet spots that we wanted.
There's no technique on how to make wax, you know, look like it's melting. I mean, yeah, you just put heat on it, but if you put heat on it, you melt the actors too. You know, like the amount of heat that you need to melt it is so great.
Our special effects team has been experimenting for months with different forms of wax because we found out that wax itself, when it melts, is not really that interesting.
A melting house of wax is it's sort of a concept that's fairly broad. There was a lot of discussions about what the wax should actually look like.
And it was a lot of testing, and it was a lot of meetings.
One of the main challenges of making a melting house of wax is that everyone has a different idea of how a melting house of wax should melt.
Nick, the wall.
Should it be hot? Should it be thick? Should it be transparent? Should it be opaque? Should it be a bit more viscous than real wax? Because real wax, you know, can look a bit water-like. So there's a lot of discussions on arriving at just the right texture to create movie wax, if you like.
The last 10 minutes of the movie happens while the house is melting. So basically, we have to hold that state is between solid and liquid for 10 minutes. That was something that it wasn't really explained on the script. So that's one of the aspects that if you would have to like compare the old movie to this one is worth watching because of that, you know, because I think we really pushed the envelope in that aspect.
Holding Aaron through the hose.
Yeah, don't do that. As soon as you let go of things.
No, don't worry, I'm good.
Reaching up.
Oh! You can give me it. You know what that does? That like makes like a hickey mark.
Go, Russ, go.
Let's go. I'm ready to see call to action.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm Wade. I've got a He-Man haircut.
Shut up.
It's true.
He-Man haircut. That's awesome.
Just don't take it personally.
As he checks the mirror. I was like, what's He-Man? I was trying to figure out what He-Man was.
Sorry. Oh.
Ah!
Sorry. I broke a fan belt. I broke a fan belt. I broke a fan belt. The dang fan belt broke. I broke a fan belt. The dang fan belt broke. That's good. You got it.
Yeah.
I can't believe you learned so quick.
Yeah.
Broke a fan belt. I broke a fan belt.
How much further is it?
I've been waiting for you to ask that.
Sorry, what was that?
Come on. Hey, are you guys gonna have sex? So, why don't you two go pick them up? Let's do one more time. There's all kinds of fallacies floating around. Are you guys gonna have sex? Wait, sorry. That again? I didn't realize we were going there. Hey, are you two gonna have sex with each other?
I didn't hear action.
Actually, you know what? My brother's up.
What is that?
What is that?
Honest to God, that's freaking me out.
Join us on the red carpet.
Please, somebody!
Hey everyone, I'm Margie Blash for Hollywood.com. We're here on the red carpet for the premiere of House of Wax. Now, if you're a fan of horror movies, you gotta check this 1953 remake. And if you're not a fan of horror films, well, at least you get to see Paris Hilton get killed off. I mean, come on, that's worth the admission, right? Was it weird to see yourself like that?
No, I was happy. I think in any horror film it's cool to have a death scene, and especially mine was awesome to shoot.
What was crazy about working on a film like that?
Well, it was, obviously my sort of crazy wax death sequence and seeing myself in wax. I mean, I remember getting to set one day and sort of walking into the stage. All of a sudden there I was, like sitting at the piano. And it still spooks me out.
I saw myself without a finger and it did not look good. So all those women who cry about breaking a nail, I've stepped it up a notch, slightly.
It was awesome. The cast were all the same age, so we all really got along, and it was just fun to be with everybody.
If you could be killed off by any other like horror icon, who would it be? Are you like a Freddy, a Jason? Who would you want to be?
Yeah, dude, Freddy Krueger's a man. Yeah, I watched when I was a kid, and that's my horror film guy.
Maybe like The Exorcist will like come after me and I'll be possessed, and like people won't know what happened to me.
You know, actually I would go out Freddy Krueger style. That's probably the scariest thing that I could think of is getting killed off in dreams. So
Mickey Rourke. Yeah, because he's just so vicious.
How would you want to be killed off?
I don't know, man. I'd probably take it pretty rough, you know, because they cut off my arm, I'm still gonna be fighting, cut off my other arm, be in there just knocking shoulders.
I don't know, get my neck snapped or something like that. That sounds good. Something quick and painless.
He'd just take me to school. I'd try and beat him up and he'd sort of slash me open and it'd be terrifying.
Road service.
Yeah, I called for a tow truck 30 minutes ago.
Let me check on that.
Never mind, it's here. Hello? Hello? It's over here.
Okay, what's going on, guys? We're watching the behind-the-scenes footage, and we're going to talk about it. So, watch.
First day, probably all of us together.
Right.
When did we do this? Last year?
Yeah.
It'll be almost a year in a few months.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, it didn't take that long for it to come
We're
out.
shooting like June, right?
Right.
Remember when we were supposed to come out for Halloween?
That's right. They were going to try and get it out for Halloween. Which
Yeah, that's right.
would have
Oh my
been
God, I forgot
impossible.
about that.
Don't you get it, huh?
Now they're going to be interested.
You're the evil
twin.
Because the back of Alicia's head?
I'm the good twin. That's backwards.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, that was funny.
Didn't you actually throw it?
Yeah.
Where did it hit?
There's a rubber bottle, dude.
Oh, really?
You do have a good arm, though. In the movie, it looks frightening when he catches it.
Well, I was chucking
I think they had me throw it.
I was winging it at him.
I know, you were
They brought
really...
me out and they said, hey, I want you to wing this at Robert. I said,
he was getting pissed off.
Okay. He got so, well, because he couldn't catch it.
Was he? Because
Well,
I was
dark.
wondering, like, was he
so
ready for
dark.
that or
We had to
what?
do it like 20 times and he couldn't catch it.
I
And
would
It was so
be so
dark.
frightened.
I was
like,
too.
It'd be so hard to catch, too, because the lights are at you, and so you see the ball at the last second because you're looking straight into the lights.
Hi. She's in the show.
She's an extra.
she's made of wax.
Sexy.
Oh, that's where I hit the bottle thing in the tree.
I love drama.
We all, like, live right by each other in LA.
Drama?
Yeah, you, me, Jama, like,
Oh, I know.
Jama lives, like, 5 houses up the road from me.
Don't say our address.
No, I'm not gonna
Let
say
me
our
just tell
address.
everybody where you live. I know where you live.
No, but I'm saying, we do. It's crazy.
Did you move yet?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's,
They make it look like I did that twice, and it was only once.
he's always, remember at the end, too, how many times you fell? It sucked.
Was
'Cause I
that real or
stepped on-
fake?
I stepped on a bottle. And then I was like, all like,
I'm worried of doing it
I
again.
didn't move because I was scared because I was gonna fall on a bottle.
That's the funny part in the movie. Everyone laughs at
I
that
love how
part.
we're having to pretend that, like, we're all alone and camping, and then it shows the reverse angle, and there's, like, catering tents and people, like...
I think that's the
picking
tape that
their
they used in the
nose.
film.
No, up top of the hill.
Yeah, Cuthbert.
What was that, like a...
What are you chewing? Gum?
I'm like...
I love the makeup artist.
I'm like staring down. Oh, yeah, Rosalina.
Is this the day that I was sick as a frickin' dog? Yeah, this was the day that I was sick as a dog, and then I left.
This stuff took a long... This was hard to shoot. Because every time we had to do another take, we had to go all the way back, come back to the beginning. A lot of jokes at this point between everybody.
And Jared kept eating those damn gummy bears. Remember that bag of gummies?
Didn't you get sick from
I got
that?
so sick.
Yeah, those were they were
Put
nasty.
gummy
dude.
bears right next to us.
What are you doing in there, Paris?
I'm so annoyed they try to make that look like I'm doing that because it's gross.
It was funny, but then I guess people don't get the joke that it really was just
But it wasn't supposed
chapstick.
to
It wasn't
be.
supposed to be you really doing it. It's not you really doing it.
I know. My
That's such a
boyfriend was so
sweet
mad
girl.
at me. He's like, "You're so gross. You would do a scene like that in a movie." I'm like, It wasn't supposed to be like that.
I can't help but laugh.
With the He-Man.
Shot wheels.
He was just saying, more like shot wheels.
That is so funny.
What does that even mean?
And then he goes out on stage like it's a rock concert with like blood.
Yeah, He-Man.
I have a nervous twitch.
They are crazy, those guys.
What the heck? This is a way too long of a close-up of my face.
That was so creepy.
That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Beat that shit. Oh, sorry.
That sounds
What
really
the
gross.
hell?
Oh.
Oh yeah.
What is that?
Movie magic. What are they?
We're pissing.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, they're pumping it up so the pressure.
Mango.
Come on, dude. I'm trying to pee, man.
He started spurting and blowing up, dude.
That would be so bad.
That's awesome.
That's so nasty.
You guys gonna have sex with each other?
I never got that line. That was like so weird.
You go pick 'em up.
So you're gonna have sex
I
with each other?
know. So
Dude.
dumb.
I'm like, do you guys say
You know we
that?
did like 30 takes of this right here?
Yeah. Yes. You were getting so pissed.
I didn't hear action.
Dang.
Oh,
I didn't hear
You're supposed to
action.
have such an acceptance. Yeah.
Is that really how it went down?
Yeah. You just
No,
can't.
it was.
One more time.
I'm serious. Like we did like 30, 34 takes, and the sun was going down.
Nick and Dalton are gonna go get him.
It's so weird seeing it in the actual lighting, like without
I know,
the
it's so different.
without the camera stuff.
Well, the color treatment afterwards
Yeah.
just changes everything.
It looks like it's not.
I'm tired of driving.
So he's got like a blue.
Yeah. Did you kick it or something?
No, he pushed the button.
Abandoned sugar. Oh yeah. This took you a long time, didn't it?
Yeah.
It goes by fairly quickly in the film, but people don't realize that it actually.
It was like 3 days.
And nighttime shooting and. You keep running back up.
What are you trying to get tired?
I'm trying to get like breathing because I was like so calm.
I don't remember Jama's hair being so shaved on the side. I thought it was always like a mullet.
Sorry. Trying to get out of breath.
My boobs look cute.
It's so weird watching this.
I was like really crying. I was so cold.
You're like,
Did you go in there?
I just
It
want to go
smelled
out.
like
I don't
shit.
want to be here. I want to go home. In here? It smelled bad?
It smelled like, I don't even know what, like dead people.
You were the only, at this point, we were all sort of, look at your hands shaking.
Because I was cold.
Shit.
Yeah.
Just comes back up.
Having a conversation the whole time.
What's that music?
It's her going up the stairs. Bum, 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 bum.
I made everyone scream with me.
You're kidding me.
No, she had the whole crew scream with her.
No way.
I was embarrassed.
So you had everyone do it with you?
The first like 3 times.
That's amazing. Wow. That's crazy. Were they all loving it? They were like,
I thought I was nuts. Yeah, I think it was funny. We were all laughing.
There's spice.
Talk about the height of Jama.
I look cute though.
How'd
Oh,
that
yeah.
stick to your head?
That was you?
Yes. This fucking thing, it was so scary.
Oh my
We
goodness.
just do it like 50 million times. I feel like I have a dildo on my head.
And you're like this.
I'm supposed to look dead.
Look, you're watching. Sorry. That is so good. Just so
It was
random.
itchy me.
Yeah, that stick. It's like sugar.
Oh no, I hate that shit.
Tastes so bad.
Are we allowed
Oh,
to say shit?
Yes.
I'm sure.
Okay. Sorry, Mom.
I
usually
love
don't say
Damon.
this word
I
that
love
much.
Damon so much. Really, he's great.
He's so cute. I love him.
It wouldn't stick.
So, is that break's gonna go straight away, are they?
Straight away.
Sorry.
No, I wasn't ready. Sorry, go ahead.
I wasn't
You
ready.
probably loved shooting his knife stabbing every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Alicia was excited because she got to hold my arm.
Was this so brutal to shoot?
Look at the knife. Look at the knife.
I thought he flips it around.
That was all insert stuff. Because he actually flipped the knife, and so they made us get out of the car because he was gonna drop it.
Oh, shit.
Hey, you know the
It went right through the dash.
broken fan belt song?
Oh, this is the best. This is the best, guys.
Goes like this.
Oh, this is awesome.
I broke a fan belt. I broke a fan belt. I broke a fan belt. The dang fan belt broke. That ain't a real song. I made that up.
He made that up, and we didn't know.
It was just, we were on camera too.
That's good.
Was he serious?
He was dead serious.
Yeah, that's right. But you can sing it now.
No, he doesn't talk like that in real life.
You want to sing it together?
No, in character. This is him in character.
Oh.
I broke a fan belt.
We're singing along with him.
I broke a fan belt. Dang, fan belt. That's good. You got it. I can't believe you learned something.
He's a genius. I love him.
He really is a great actor.
He's a great actor.
He is.
I'm like, do I keep going? I can't do this. Oh.
So he just started going because you didn't say anything?
Well, we kept going. No.
Because they want us to like sit there. They want
They
like
were
uncomfortable silence.
Yeah, and they were like, and then all of a sudden he was like,
Oh yeah, it's gonna be us.
oh, they're not gonna show the shoes, are they?
Probably, and stepping in the water.
But didn't you fall?
I think I stepped in the water a few times.
You did?
You look like a wuss walking over those water.
Oh, here's the shoes.
These are these crazy.
Okay, because Jared is like 7 foot, 10,000 feet tall.
7'3".
Bravo.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep. I told him, I said, get me, I want wedges and I want tape, duct tape.
Usually you
tape.
can put a box, and she'll just stand on a box.
All the time?
All the time.
That's right. They used it from then on, didn't they?
Yeah, I told him. Yeah, I said.
Blocks?
Yes.
Your legs were probably in really good shape after the movie. It's so heavy.
How tall are you?
5'3".
Are you really 5'3"?
You're 10 inches taller, or 11 inches taller
12.
than me. 12 inches taller than me. You're like a whole other guy taller than me. A little bit. Look at this. Look at this.
Comfortable.
I'm like
Did you ever fall?
Frankenstein.
Did you ever hurt your
Is he staring? But look, I'm still 10 inches shorter than him with the blocks.
Did you ever do this? Did you ever turn out and?
No.
Oh my god, imagine without the blocks.
Without the blocks, I'd look like a small
Baby.
person.
Brian's great. Brian's a great dude.
He did his performance was
Yeah,
great. He was
did
really
a
good. in the
Great
movie.
job.
Really impressed.
Cool guy.
Don't move.
This is a great scene in the movie.
What was that?
Glue.
Real glue?
That wasn't, no. But this one wasn't, but there was one that is.
That they didn't put on you, did they?
Yeah,
to make
it's all
it
glue. It's all glue, but it's not crazy glue. It's like some other
What?
form
I
of-
didn't know they put. Why would they put? What?
Did it work?
No.
Yeah,
way.
look,
To make
watch.
it look
See,
stuck.
undoing my lips. Oh my god.
No way.
Well, so that wasn't making.
Here, my lips are like really.
Together.
Look at me. I'm like.
Did you really break it or bro?
I did watch it. I'm like.
How big was that chair? It looks like it's gigantic.
Look at a little
At one
baby
point,
high chair.
This is great. This is my favorite scene because when it kickstarts.
Well, watch, I fall my
Driving backwards.
butt right here.
Do you really? Was it? It was cold. It started getting cold. Oh Jesus!
Oh, that's great.
Here's the. I had to come up and down.
Dude, Spice.
Man.
Big fan of Spice and Mango. They rocked.
Yeah, they were nice.
Here we go. Woohoo!
Is that really you driving?
Mm-mm.
Who was that?
Was that Brian?
That was a stunt girl. She's
Oh.
amazing.
Stunt people are so
Melissa's
good.
the
Yeah, but was that a
best.
stunt
Who
guy?
was that? That was Victor, right? That was.
Yeah, that
okay,
was the
my
other.
God.
It's crazy how they really do all those stunts.
Yeah, hold on. Really scary? All right, ready?
Ugh.
Paris and Robert's last scene. Is this where you come in dead?
Yeah, I hated it.
I didn't know that was really all. I thought that was wax stuff.
No.
No, that was you guys.
I love that dog.
That dog
Bud?
is so cool.
Bud, was that his name?
Was he like perfectly
He
trained?
was so good. Yeah, absolutely.
That was when you rapped? You're like, yes, LA, here I come.
Lots of running for Alicia. At least you weren't wearing those shoes.
Not when you were around, no.
Yeah, well.
When you were not around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
How are they controlling that? Do you know? Do you know?
We had a specific like measurement to be away from each other. Is that what you mean?
No. How are they turning on the lights in the city?
Dude,
You know,
they
like-
have those buttons. That's it.
But they were actually just doing that with all the. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because they built the whole city. What's amazing is that they.
I am like
built that.
the ugliest runner.
I've seen uglier. There's this one guy.
Thanks.
He had one half of a leg.
Oh.
Oh God.
Bust
Jared, has anyone ever told you you're a horrible human being? Okay.
June 13th. That's so crazy.
Look at all the extras.
That's
no.
so crazy.
We
Those are
can't
all
see.
real?
Yeah, they were real people.
All real.
Everyone.
Everyone. They're all real. All of them. Underneath.
Underneath?
Why didn't they just do fake things?
Underneath?
Underneath the mask? Well, then what's
I don't
the...
know.
Your underneath is like
Because
my
it was
like
too
literally.
expensive to do whole bodies of wax. I think they just did
Like
like
literally?
No, your like literally is 10 times worse,
Oh,
dude.
it's so bad. Like literally.
Like,
Those are all people underneath.
I know.
Wow. Oh
That's
man.
so weird.
That would make me so claustrophobic.
Look at them. They're
And
like,
they can't
oh.
see.
Kids.
Aw. She's like crying.
That's just creepy.
Ooh.
Whoa.
boy, that would have scared me if there was someone under there.
Didn't go. Take one tub with that camera.
Oh.
Wow.
So crazy.
Your brains.
Wow.
What's going on over there, Chad?
Oh, I kept trying to smack him in the back of the head with the arrow.
Did they have to teach you how to shoot it? Did you just shoot it?
It wasn't real.
Well, I know you didn't really
I feel
shoot
so bad for the extras.
Yeah, they sat there all day.
Oh shit, that came off the dolly. Dolly came off the
So brutal.
track. Remember the great, was it a beetle that came up or the
Yeah.
cricket that came up with the finger? That really happened.
What?
Oh yeah, watch. Because like falls.
All the bugs came out of the head.
Real bugs?
See the guy
Yep.
pushing the bugs up
There,
through
look
the
at all
back?
the bugs. Whoa.
Wow.
What are those, cockroaches?
Yeah. Cock, all sorts of crap.
Why? To make it look like someone's eating the brain? Ew.
Oh man.
Wonder if they have the scene where I gave Jama the cockroach.
Is it
They're
sucking them?
He's vacuuming into like a tank where they were held.
They're clean cockroaches. They're movie cockroaches. Hollywood
They're
cockroaches.
trained. Interesting.
They're actresses. Was it hot in there?
That was 2 days before the stage got fired, huh?
Yep.
24. Chad, you're so sensitive.
I know, go figure, right?
Was
This
that
is
really him?
nasty. What's the... Yeah, watch what I do to him. He got mad at me for this one.
Oh, God. At least I cut that.
Fucking nasty.
Did he pick you up like that? What?
Now it's the whole thing.
Oh, wow. Y'all did
Yep.
a lot of it in the sequel.
Yeah, we did the whole...
We
We,
did
we
a-
ran through the whole thing.
Yeah.
What? I thought
Yep.
it was all just done
No,
like
we
everything
ran
else
through the
is
whole
done.
thing a bunch of times.
And then he pulls, yep.
That didn't do much.
That's all I was supposed to do, is just pull on the string and it did it itself. Wax, red fight? Oh, bed fight. Oh, is this where we sunk? Oh, this is where we sunk.
Watch this.
He's not the freak!
Good escaping, Alicia.
What was that?
Peanut butter.
It's
No.
like, he might as well just kill you.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That stuff looks
That was
cool.
the peanut butter bed.
Oh my
So
god.
Look at how
funny
the
that you
crew
picked
guys
it
like
up.
helping me.
It's like quicksand.
They had to remake it every time.
Yep.
How many times do you have to run through it?
I figured out a way to do it other than what I just did there, but
What'd you do?
that was the first time. We put down like a thing underneath, and I just sort of, ooh, that was hard. Remember the bed stuff? I mean, it just went on
The bed
forever.
was the worst because we had to do it twice. Remember that?
Look at all the wax going in. That's real wax right there. All of it is really. It's sort of.
Compounds of.
Wait! Wait, please listen, I overheard you. Is that really him?
Yep.
That's Brian, that's not Victor.
Yeah.
No! You're not the freak! He was the freak!
Look at me in the.
Oh!
I continue.
He like. You slid right out of the.
One of my favorite
See, it's
parts
like
is
an
when
ice
you run,
skating
you jump
rink.
against the wall in the movie. You know,
Got
when
these
you ran
huge
away.
fight scenes on like this ice skating rink, and when we choreographed them, it was like on pavement.
Your lips really dry.
No, there's like shit all over them. Ooh.
Yeah, dude, we were grinding.
That's hot.
Look at the guys up top, like putting the wax.
Oh, this is where we go right into the bed.
That stuff is so gross.
Brian
my
was
God.
shooting something else, I think.
20 tons of it
Wow.
Crazy.
by the time we were done.
Jama, director and costumer.
Yeah, he was really getting into it.
He would always do everything, like hair. She'd fix it all the time.
He's the best.
I love it.
Now watch, dude, we sink right.
Oh no, you were like falling through.
Yeah, remember when I slid like almost off the.
Oh my
Look,
God.
that was like me in the.
Man.
No,
How
no,
long
it
it
got
takes
so
to-
worse though.
How long was it between takes when they had to remake the bed to where it was
That took a while.
back to normal?
10, 15 every time, at least.
Oh
Look at it.
God. That stuff is so gross.
I'm jealous. I wish I knew what it felt like.
You're jealous.
Yeah.
Filming the gooey climax. Oh, this is where the shit hits me in the head. After I fell to the stage.
Is this where that was?
Yeah. Because remember, we were running across that stage there.
That was just another one of the stages, right?
They actually filmed us doing that.
It's amazing.
It was a dirty job, but someone had to do it.
Your foot fell through.
That hurt so bad.
Oh, they cut my
And watch.
best part.
Oh my God.
Man, the sound effect. I love that.
What was that?
Oh, that's where they go. It's gonna be so easy. And I go right through it and hit my.
Oh my.
All this stuff was a nightmare that day. Remember that? When you punched the wall and it was just solid.
Oh my God.
I mean, I went like this.
They're like, it's gonna be so easy. You're gonna touch it and you're gonna go right through it.
Like this.
You're
I got it.
expecting
I
it to
got
be
it. I
thin.
got it.
Oh my God.
I'm like, get up.
like I'm dropping
Get
stuff
up.
right here.
Get up, Chad. Get up.
I couldn't get out, remember? See, I'm stuck.
So nasty.
I'm like, it was so tiring, Jared. It was impossible to get out of that stuff.
It looks like crap.
I'm still trying to get it off my.
Oh, is this where we get squashed?
Yeah.
No, this isn't the one. Because remember, they had
This
that.
is like pretty much the only time we ever really used blue screen. Ever.
Mhm.
And descend, break.
Gosh.
One without the light. 10 feet. Like that. And hopping, fire.
This is where we got squashed. Watch.
Was it?
On the crappy
We just
A.
knocked the whole thing out, I think, at this one.
They're like, it's supposed to just fall apart. And then it's.
We're like, how about let's just knock
Whoop.
it over? Oh no.
Is that it?
And this concludes your television broadcasting day.
You guys are champions. Thank you very much.
Rock and roll. Going to bed.
Rock and roll going to bed as well.